It was an unusual venue for the hastily organized high-level meeting. Before the situation in Syria's Idlib province could be discussed, Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan was treated to a show of Russia's latest air capabilities and had Russian ice cream. Then they discussed the issue the Turkish president really traveled to Moscow for, the escalating violence in Idlib, calling it a humanitarian tragedy. Erdogan came to ask Vladimir Putin to rein in Syrian forces. But Putin did not make any promises.
Terrorists continue to shell Russian positions and Syrian forces. They try to attack Russian bases. We hope that the de-escalation zone will be a refuge for the rebels and should not be a platform to make attacks. We discussed joint measures to neutralize terrorist hotbeds in Idlib and to normalize the situation in this region and in Syria as a whole.
Erdogan, angered by an attack on a Turkish convoy in northern Syria earlier this month and the surrounding of one of Turkey's observation posts, said the behavior of Syrian forces is unacceptable.
The provocations by the regime have reached unacceptable levels. I would like to say it is, especially by our borders, our right to self-defense, and this leaves us no choice. We have to act to protect ourselves.
Russia and Turkey have been fighting on opposite sides of the war in Syria, but the relationship has grown closer in recent years, with increasing economic and military ties. During Erdogan's visit to Putin's air show, both leaders couldn't stress enough how close their nations have become. Symbolizing this was the delivery of the Russian S-400 anti-missile defense system to Turkey on Tuesday. But despite the warm words, the focus was on their differences in Idlib and if Putin can make sure that Erdogan doesn't go home empty-handed. While Erdogan might not have got what he wanted in Idlib, his host Putin made sure their friendship was in good shape. Vaessen, Al Jazeera, Moscow.